Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Sorrow Swamps for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic Part 13 of the Bugfix Scenario Pack. It's your job to set up a profitable amusement park in this swamp area. The muddy ground makes this a difficult task. Your objective to achieve a monthly income from ride tickets of at least 10,000. So we already know then we've got free admission because we're charging for the rides. Switch off scenery. So we've got a very large, mostly flat area. I mean, there's water, but that's pretty much classed as flat land anyway. Oh no. Okay, so we've got this issue that we had in a previous scenario where for some reason there's no rides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up on OpenRCT 2, save it, export it back, and then we'll try again. So we've got the rides now, but the issue we've got still is that research isn't working. So rather than fussing about, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unlock everything on the PC, export it back, and we're going to play it from scratch like that. And we're back, and we've got all the rides that would have been unlocked during the course of the game. At the start, we've got issues with the rides. Some of the scenarios have had this issue. Some of them, most of them haven't. So I'm hoping that there's only one or two scenarios and it won't keep happening. Okay, so we've got tons of everything. I think what I'm going to do, I think since this is set in a swamp, Cousin Stu from the Bayou has been asking me if he could do a video. So I figure, let's let him play it. Hey y'all, my name's Stu from the Bayou. Cousin Stu, who's not from the Bayou, he said I could have a go of one of these scenarios. So what I've done then, because on this one we've got to get $10,000 a month from ride tickets, and we're gonna do a dollar land special. Stu does one of those pound land specials. Today we're gonna be doing dollar land special. So we've got the umbrella set at $20. That'll bring me in a heap of cash. And now what we've done is we've got a load of mazes down here. You need 10 gentle rides in order to try and win the best gentle ride award. So we've got a load of those now. So that makes us eligible for that award. And then we've got some motion sims as well. All these we're charging £1 for, and other umbrellas down the bottom. So these won't bring the money in, but they will bring the guests in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start building a heap of really cool, really cheap rides. And yeah, we're just going to have a lot of fun and a bit of a party. May you one, and we're about to go over $1,000 for the first time in a month. We've got a heap of junior coasters down here. So we've got a very long station, and then it just takes it up and then down. We've got 2 trains running on the track. Now, one issue we've got is there's the local authority won't let us build any of these rides in the bayou above tree height. Not sure why. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you know, we're so far removed from the nearest town that we could quite easily feed a body to the crocodiles and no one would ever know. And so some of them we've got running back to back. We're not synchronizing them because that just slows everything down. But what we are going to do is just put down as many of these rides, and we're going to use these bright colors as well. Try and win an award for having the gosh darndest brightest colors on any ride. Dazzling color scheme. Yes, sirree. So I'm just going to carry on building. I think what I'm going to do as well is build some really cool water rides as well. Hopefully try and win an award for the park with the best water rides. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just mosey on down here, and I think I'm just going to build some water rides. It is October year 1. You remember when Cousin Stu's not from the Bayou used to say it is at the start of all his videos? That was really annoying, but thankfully he doesn't do that anymore. I told him Cousin Stu's not from the Bayou. If you want Cousin Stu from the Bayou to watch Cousin Stu's not from the Bayou's videos, you better stop saying it is. So I just put that in there just so he could see how annoying it was. Anyway, so we've got some brightly coloured River Rapids rides. Stats on them, they're not great, but they don't need to be. I just need a couple more, and then we'll be eligible for best water rides. What are we up to now? $3,300. $3,300. $3,300. Wow. We need $1,000 in order to pass this scenario. So I'm just going to carry on building, and hopefully in year 2 we'll make a lot more money. Junior 2, and I've only gone and won a couple of awards. Safest Park Award, that's because none of my guests have been silly enough to fall in the bayou and been eaten by a gator. And Best Water Rides Award. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you see how cool these water rides are. The fact that they're all the same doesn't really matter. Cousin Stu is not from the bayou. He kind of uses me. He'll never admit to this, but he kind of uses me as a way of designing all these cheap and cheerful rides that he likes to pretend that he built. So I've just gone and added like a path loop as well. Let me turn the scenery off. It's getting in the way. Got a lot of shops down there, a lot of the toilets and the kiosks. So I need a lot of toilets because I want to try and win the best toilets award. October year 2, we've been mighty busy this year. We've now up to $6,300 a month, charging $1 for every ride. That's just $1 a ride. So what? I didn't think I showed you my names for the coasters. Cousin Sue's not from the bayou. He hates the names of my coasters, but I personally love them. We've got Pink Bug. Sometimes he copies these. Orange Bug. We got the Green Bug. We got Purple Bug. And this one now, 2 Purple, 2 Bug. I'm quite proud of that one. Orange Boogaloo. And these ones, these are just named after the colors of them. And then we got some cool names of these little cutback coasters. I designed these, and Cousin Stu was not from the bayou. He tries to claim credit for them. I've seen his tutorial videos that he does on these. He never gives me credit. I come up with these little designs myself. They originated right here in the bayou. Baron Von Green Cutback. Green cutback. What we got here? Another purple green. Another purple cutback. Purple cutback. Pink cutback. Orange cutback. This one, yeah, I'm really proud of this one. OpenRCT. We got tons of space left in the bayou. Just all down here, loads of space. Been building a lot of shops, information kiosks so people can buy their overpriced umbrellas. And a load of outhouses as well. You need a load of outhouses in order to win the best outhouse award. So basically what it is, it's just like a little wooden box. And then inside then, there's like a wooden plank with a hole in it. And then you just like go to the top through that hole. And then it goes down into a pit. And sometimes it leaks out in the bayou. And if you look closely, you can see them floating down the bayou at night. Sometimes when the moonlight hits them, it looks really pretty. So I think I'm just going to carry on building a load of coasters down here, and then just try and fill this space with lots of coasters. I'm making a lot of money now. Shop sales, see that? $13,000, $136,000 a month. July year 3, and I'm thinking we're going to do it this month, so maybe not this month, maybe next month. $8,600 we had last month in ride ticket sales. We're going to need $100 in ride ticket sales, or 10,000 for you Europeans. So I'm going to open up all my new rides. Let's show you those now. So we got some loopers just down here. Now remember, the local authority, for some reason, they care about what's going on in the bayou. So they've imposed a height limit. So there's low excitement on this because on account of the height limit, but it's good enough since we're only charging $1 a go. So we got a lot of these looping coasters just down here, and we got a little cool flying coaster just down here. It just drops you, takes you around a bend, little twist, and then back up to the station there. Decent stats on there. Be a lot better if we'd had a bit of a bigger drop, but we don't need it because we're only charging $1 a ride. Tons of sick around the place. It's like we say in the bayou. You ain't had fun unless it's sick. And then around here then we got some awesome water coasters. Wow, check out that splash. Got a massive splash down there. Ain't got much clean water. There's loads of water down here, but most of it's full of alligators and human waste. Maybe the odd body part. So let's see what we're doing. We got up to 5.7. We got these open now. I'm gonna get rid of this toilet there, and I'm gonna connect these paths all over there because the water coasters ain't got quite the same throughput as the other coasters. So I'm expecting these to get very busy, and then the overflow then can walk down and fill up these rides down here with a lot higher capacity. So let's run it on fast forward then. Hopefully we can do it. If not this month, next month. Well, it took a little bit longer than I thought it would do, but we done it. Wow. Stu. I'm going to put my name in as Stu because that's my name, even though everyone normally calls me Cousin Stu from the Bayou. But I'm going to put my name down in as Stu. I hope everyone doesn't think it's non-Bayou Stu or Cousin Stu who's not from the Bayou. Fantastic. Took a little bit longer. I had to put down an extra couple of little rides by here. I'm thinking perhaps the queue length on these water coasters is a little bit too long, so we got a lot of guests stuck. Look at this one. Or it's Orangadanga or Orangadanga. It's however you want to pronounce it. Let's have a look at this one. So we got 24 guests on there. There's 80 odd guests in the queue, stuck in the queue. So for every guest stuck in that queue, that's an extra guest not spending a buck on another ride. So I think in hindsight, maybe I should have made these queues a little bit shorter. If they'd have gone up and the queue would have been full, they'd have just gone on to a different ride. See, the ones next to them, queue lines are pretty much empty. But yeah, that was pretty fun. It's nice of Cousin Stu, who's not from the Bayou, to let me have a go of one of these scenarios. If you enjoyed the video with Cousin Stu from the Bayou, be sure to let Cousin Stu, who's not from the Bayou, know, or maybe he'll let me have another go. He told me, I was speaking to Cousin Stu, who's not from the Bayou recently. He said he's been working on a new scenario that he's really looking forward to releasing. And he said he's going to release that when he gets about 4,000 subs. I'm not even sure what that means. He said it's something to do with YouTube. I don't know what YouTube is. I'm just making this video so he can send it out to all the family. I'm not really sure about anything else. But anyway, this was Sorrow Swamps. We needed to make $100 from ride ticket sales, and we managed to do that by charging $1 a go, and we ended up with $101 a go. $101 in ride ticket sales alone. Wow, that's a lot of goes for the $1 a ride. My name is Cousin Stu from the Bayou. This has been Sorrow Swamps, and hopefully I'll see y'all again. Bye.